Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is a start to finish video of the koi pond. What we're looking at here right now is in front of us is the goldfish pond, back about 3.5 years ago. Underneath the man cave over there in the far distance, that's the koi pond that has all the koi fish in it. Under the man cave through the see-through floor. Uh, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how and what I did on connecting the underneath koi pond to the outside. Then after that, removing these fish here, the goldfish, putting them into the big pond, then extending the big pond back into this area with a deeper hole than what you see here. And then later on in the future, on the very end of that video, I'll be showing you what I have planned for the front yard. Taking it slow this whole time and just getting it all built. And over the past 4 years, this is what I've done from start to finish. And thank you for watching and enjoy the video. Like and subscribe. And at the end of the video, share if you like it. Thanks.
Okay, back again. So this is what I've done so far since the last video. Now keep in mind, as you can see, flathead shovel, tiller. Tiller breaks and tills up all the dirt because there's a lot of roots. Gets all the dirt tilled up, then you shovel it out. I've got that shovel and I've got this shovel. This shovel is the best shovel in the world, I would say. But anyways, it's solid metal shovel, but all by hand. So here we go. So you come out the back door, come down the steps. There's gonna be a waterfall directly in front of you right there, which I'll show you everything here. This is gonna be an area with a pool, with a waterfall. The waterfall's over, cascades over it into this 3-foot deep end here. It's gonna go into a pump right here. It's gonna come up through underneath the deck right here that I'm gonna have, over to this area here where I'm gonna have a 3-stage filter. The filter is going to dump out of the filter. Underneath there's a pond that goes underneath my house to the other side. It's going to dump out of the filter, and then it's going to go through a 3-inch pipe all the way to the other side of the thing, to the waterfall in the front. It's going to dump into that. The water's going to come back through, water is going to come back through here after it dumps in the waterfall there. After filtration, then it's going to come flowing through here. The fish can swim through here, come out to the big pond area out here. That's going to be a step down with a stone, where I can step down into it. There's going to be another filter, a pump over here. This is not a waterfall. This is going to be a pump that pumps up to a big area here that's going to hold water. That's going to pour into, show you here. This is going to be an area that holds water. It's going to pour into a slot here, going down this entire thing here at grade on top of that, all the way down to the other pool down at the other end. Is going to be like a little stream or a river. I'm going to put a river or stream all the way down, going down and then dumping into there. Then it's going to dump back in and repeat the process over again through the filters, through the front waterfall, all the way back over. So that's just a little bit of what's going on so far. It's gonna be 3 feet deep across the whole pond area. It's about 15 by 20. It's not major. It's not massive or anything. And then you got the pond in the background back there. There's gonna be a boardwalk right here. A boardwalk like a Mr. Miyagi boardwalk with a bridge, and then more boardwalk. Same bridge that you see over there. But yeah, this is it so far. And again, water goes in here, goes to the pumps, goes over to the front waterfall, through underneath the house, comes out, goes into that pump over here, goes up to there, goes down that waterfall, down the river, down to this pool, off this waterfall, repeats the process. Giant circle. So yeah, that's it so far, and that's how deep it's going to be. It's not really deep, but it's 3 feet. It's going to be 3 feet all the way across, well, 2.5 or so feet. And then the pond liner that I'm going to be putting in is going to be way bigger than the hole itself, of course, but the pond liner is going to be seam taping it to the pond liner that's underneath so I can connect both of them together. But there it is. Stay tuned for more. This is about halfway through the dig now, digging by hand. Okay, next step to it. I'm shaping it and making everything that I need. And I know a lot of you are going to say, why are you putting cardboard, particle board? I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the video at the beginning. It's okay. I put it under the ground, wrapped completely in plastic like it is, and it's stayed good for a very long time. So, but that's what I have done. That's my choice of stuff to use. I had it laying around. All this stuff is basically laying around except for the pipe. I bought the pipe today and these two things here and the liner. But this is what, so far, is what I've got. Sitting down for a second, but I wanted to show y'all. So for those of you who don't know, there's gonna be a pump. Ooh, focus. There's gonna be a pump sitting on this ledge right here. It's gonna pump up through this hole right here underneath the waterfall. Focus in. It's up top. It's gonna go into that black tub up there. It's gonna pour out of the tub. It's gonna go down the top of this thing here, all full of rocks. After it's all done, and vegetation and stuff, then it's gonna pour in here. It's gonna be a bog system basically, and that's gonna have rocks, and it's gonna pour here on top of rocks, and then here on top of rocks. This whole area is gonna have rocks here, small pebbles in this area. And then I made a ledge right there. That ledge is just to keep the rocks over here, because on this side is gonna be all white sand. So I'm gonna get some pure white sand to put over here. This is gonna be a gray or a dark stone, or a flat stone that can go across there for you to step in to get in, because it's gonna be a walk-in one, come around this side. This right here will be a wooden deck after I'm done, going all the way across over the bridge. But this here is gonna be all full of sand. And then you're gonna have 2 step-ins. You step down into it. And this is the ledge I was talking about. It's gonna pump the water up. Without water in it right now, just leveling it out. But on the side right here, I'm gonna have it split open so you can, water will pour in here, water will go down, pour out of there, go into a pump that's gonna be right here. That pump will pump up, go through the filtration system, 3 big barrels. So it'll go through those barrels. It'll go around the house, with an open 3-inch pipe so you can see the water, dump into the pond over here, go underneath the house, flow through the trench, flow through that trench, back into this area, repeat the process. But yeah, so I don't know if the camera does any justice, but there's the water level. So water level is basically going to be right on top of that step right there, and it's probably won't even go over on top of that ledge right there. The reason why I don't want the water to even go up on that ledge is because that ledge is going to be for plants. I'm going to have vegetation and plants all the way down this ledge right here so they can grow and cover this, the black plastic that's going to be draping over it. It'll cover all that so you can't see the plastic, or the vegetation and trees and stuff growing there. I have a bunch of plants and pots. But yeah, this is it so far. Told you I'd show you more and more every single time I get some stuff done. This is the only big giant root that I had to deal with. And when I say big, it's bigger than my arm. So that's a pretty big root. Gotta get it out the way. But anytime you come across roots or anything like this, or sharp edges or anything that you want to protect the liner, just add some protected liner protector. It's like a fabric that you buy with the liner, and you roll it over the edges of everything wherever you're going to be stacking something, and then you put the liner down. Then once the liner's down, anytime you put some rocks or big boulders inside here, you want to put it down, cut it, stick it down in there on top of the liner, then place your rock or boulder on top of it. That way you don't press and rip or do any kind of damage to your liner. But yeah, you put it underneath and you put it on top of the liner. Anywhere you're going to put big heavy things, and anywhere you have sharp edges or big roots. Roots not going to grow through the plastic liner, but it helps over time from wear, going up and down, moving, because the liner does flex, earth moves, and you don't want it rubbing on that. So that's why you put that extra piece underneath. But anyways, this is what it is so far. I'm gonna have a railing coming out of here, going up to here with a 4x4 post there, 4x4 post here, another post here, and a deck built. That way I can walk up and out on the deck, walk across there, come on this side, and enjoy everything I have over here. My hot tub and my other waterfall. And that's my goldfish pond. There's nothing but goldfish in that one. But anyways, soon to be. Hello everyone, back to the koi pond underneath the man cave. Just wanted to show you some stuff that I'm doing to it. That's the front of it. And if you kept up with my stuff, hey, what's up? There's my new addition, that's Max. But right here, there's a hole. And it's bulletproof glass, and you can see down inside the ground right there. So you can see all of it. I need to clean it up. It's kind of very scratchy right now because I have 2 dogs. But there's YJ. Say YJ. And then we got Max. Max. But anyways, that's that. Just wanted to show you the new addition to the pond. So show you the old stuff that I have going on here. So those of you that have watched my videos in the past, then you know what's going on here and how this system works. But I have not got the wood for this here to cover that and all of the rocks. It's not cheap to get all this stuff, but I'm working on it. Get all the rocks and everything for it so I can cover all the black plastic up, which I got to do that before the summertime kicks in so it doesn't deteriorate my plastic. But water's crystal clear. Right now the fish are all hiding underneath the house because I've been making noise all morning. That's why you're not seeing any fish right now. But it goes underneath the house right here. Underneath the man cave. It goes right underneath here, underneath to the man cave, over here, down here below. As you can see now, there's all the fishes. They've gotten a lot bigger. And this is what you get to see underneath the house. Underneath that living room in there. In the man cave when you're in there sitting on the couch. All the koi fish and goldfish and everything that's underneath the house. That's 4.5 feet deep out there. Right here below me in this trench is about 1.5 feet deep. Okay, it goes underneath, comes out. That's 2.5 feet deep right there. Over there is about 2 feet deep. This is the new addition. So the water is going to connect here. It's going to go across here, a 4-foot section wide. It's going to be 1.5 feet deep. That way they can swim across in shallow water. As they swim over here into shallow water, if you can see this, right here it's going to be cut off. That piece getting cut off right there. And this whole back piece is getting cut off back here, coming back around to there. This is all going to be 6 feet deep over here. So everything you see, all of this, all of that's going to get cut out, and that's all going to be 6 feet deep down below, maybe 6.5 feet deep total. Right now I'm digging it out, and we have clay here where I live, so I'm cheating. I'm using a tiller, tilling the clay up and then shoveling the clay out. It's a lot easier to do it that way. You can shovel that all day long, and that stuff, it's like rock. But once you pass that dirt layer right here, it's nothing but clay the rest of the way down, and it gets harder and harder and harder. But yeah, just wanted to show you what was going on and what I was doing so far with it, and showing you the new addition. I will be posting some more videos of me actually doing the work, digging the hole, using that and everything, just so you can kind of see also. Okay, now I'm going to show you the inside. Okay, the inside. So when you're sitting on the couch right here and you're chilling and you look down, you can see all the fishies inside there. Yeah, it's very dirty right now. I've got to clean the glass. I got 2 dogs. They like to scratch the floor up pretty bad, but anyways, you get an idea. This is the fish hole. Underneath here, Max wants to get in. You just want to be in such a darn spotlight, don't you? Puppies, love them to death. So this is Max. Max, say I was a doggy on the side of the road, and I almost actually hit him with my car by accident on a back road, way back on back road, no houses anywhere nearby. People, I guess, threw him out or something, or lost him, or let him go. There was no houses nearby, so of course me, I'm not going to let him sit out there and leave him on the side of the road. I took him to the vet, got him everything, made sure he didn't have a chip in him. Went all back to all the houses that was in 2-mile radius. Knocked on all the doors within 2-mile radius. No one claimed the dog, so I decided instead of giving it to SPCA, I was keeping him, and YJ loves him. YJ, say hello, YJ. Hey, YJ, say hello. Hey, there's Khaleesi. That's my mom's dog. But anyways, this is the man cave. Just got finished doing, can't show you that because it's but I just got finished doing that back wall right there. I'm remodeling this man cave. That way I can come out here and chill and relax and enjoy this place. But this is what's outside the window. And okay, hi everyone. I wanted to show you a video of what I've done so far since last time you've seen what was going on with the connecting the pond under the house to the new pond. I've done a lot. I'm going to explain everything as best as I can while it's filling up. The water is very cloudy right now because I'm introducing new sand and new materials and all kinds of new stuff, but we're not releasing the fish over to this side, to the new side, until it's filled up and it's cleared. But here we go. This is where we've seen before, and it is dark. I'm doing this at dark so you can see what's going on, because we finally got a spot where I can relax for a second. This is that pond that was underneath the house. It's got a completely underneath the man cave, I guess I'd say it. Yeah, not really a house, it's a man cave. But this pond here goes underneath the man cave, the living room of the man cave. Then it's going to go over here to the left and come through and go to the new pond once it's filled up and clear. And I release the door for them to go through. I hope y'all can hear this, but here we go. So here's, so far, I've already put down the liner since the last time y'all seen me. Built a deck. There's the deck right here. I hope you can see well. Gonna go slow here. I built a deck so you can walk across the water once the water's there and sit on the other side. That way I can also maintain that waterfall and river that's back there, which I'll show you in a minute. I still have to get a bunch of flat rock, brown flat rock, to put all around the whole entire ledge right here, around the whole outside perimeter of everything, around the whole edge. Up there, I got to build a flat rock wall all the way across the backside so you can't see any of that black edgy flat rock. Up here at the top, I got a stack on the river stream because it streams out of here. It goes down, then pours in. So all of that's got to get covered up with flat rock. So, last time we seen it was just a hole in the ground. This side was filled with sand, 4 inches of sand, 3 to 4 inches of white clay sand. That over there is going to be where the pump is going to be sitting underwater. It's going to be pumping up to this. It's going to be going down here, like I showed you. It's going to be going into, cascading into this fall here. You can see that fall. It's going to cascade into that fall down in here. This is rock underneath here. This pump here pumps it up, pumps it over, pumps it up into here, through the tank, through the filter cleaning system, back down, underneath the house into that one. It goes through here. This is how I connected. Did it different. I built my own flange, I built my own connection. So I'll show you. Here we go. So this is both liners. What I've done here is I took 2 chopping boards, two plastic chopping boards, and I cut them. First I drilled all the holes all around the outside of the cutting boards, both 2 of them. The exact same cutting boards on the other side of this, on the other side of that. And basically what I done is I took the cutting boards and I drilled each hole into the cutting boards, then I cut the center out. Then I took it and cleaned it up really good, sanded it down so it had smooth edges. Then I tossed seal tape between this fabric here, this liner on this side, and the liner on the other side with liner tape in between the 2 liners, and stuck them together. And then I clamped this on here with some C-clamps. Then once I had C-clamps on, then once that had that, I drilled each hole through the liner, bolted everything, and then after I bolted it, I cut the center out. Once I had the center cut out, then I put some silicone around, clear 100% silicone around the edge where the pieces met up just for the heck of it, even though it had that seal tape inside there. Tightened all the bolts up and everything. And right now I have this net sitting in front of it to stop the fish that are underneath the house over here. When the water gets high enough, they're going to want to come through and see what's on the other side to the new pond. But for right now, I'm going to keep it closed until the pond is completely clear tomorrow. That way I can get a video and show y'all a video of them being introduced into their new big old environment. But yeah, that's the flange thing I made. It saved a lot of money, and I feel like that's more secure to me than just taking pond liner seal tape and sealing 2 pond liners together. And the reason why I did it this way is because this is actually a pond liner that I have for this pond, but that over there is a pool liner. So that blue one is actually a pool liner from a pool, above ground pool. So I didn't want to take a risk of putting those two together and the seal tape, not stick them together for the, yeah, so that's why I did this little frame thing, because it ensures me that it's not going to leak and it's going to stay together. And both units are going to be together, and the fish will be able to get through because it's 15 inches by 20 inches. So they'll be able to get through there. Then they'll go through here into the big pond over here. So right now it's being filtered, and we got the air bubbling. It's being filtered right now, and it's being filled up with water. So hopefully in a few hours they'll be filled up, and I'll be able to get the pump here on. I'll be able to put the pump here in the water once this is underwater. Put the pump on. The water is literally going to be coming up right to the bottom of this deck here, this walking surface here. So it would look like you'd be walking on planks that are sitting in the water almost. And that means this will be underwater about 6 inches or so. Just enough for a pump to be put there. And that pump's just going to be filtering the top layer of the water and dropping the water in here and going through the rocks like I show you all that. I'm about to end this video. But there's that. I gotta put a bunch of rocks into there. That's gotta be filled up with a bunch of the same rocks that I'm showing you right here, all these rocks. I gotta fill that up to the rim with it, so that way it's a bog filter. Cover this up all with flat stone. The water's running down right now. You can see it moving right there. The water's running down that backside. And all the way around to that. There's cascading down over here, back in here. And of course the skimmer. This is a skimmer setup. So the full pump here, but I got it underneath laying outside right now instead of straight up because the water ain't high enough. But that's the skimmer pumping it up, like I showed you a minute ago. Pumping it up into that barrel with media in the barrel. K10, K5, whatever that media stuff is that you buy. Circle little white stuff, K1 or whatever it is. But anyways, this goes in here. I've got a bunch of filter mats in here. Filter mats filter all the excess. Then I have on the outgoing part, I have a UV light inside there on the clean water going out, killing any bacteria or anything and helping connect those molecules together with that UV light. It helps the molecules of the stuff that's in there that's nasty can now bind together to help trap when they come back through to land back in there. And then it goes through here, comes back in, repeats the process. But that's so far what's going on with it. All right, back at it. This is just a little update. Koi pond extension update. Fish are out and about today. They're waiting to be fed. I've been feeding them by hand here lately. Fish are loving life. What you think about it, YJ? Why? What you think about all the fishies? You like the fishies? Boy, they're doing Cameron today. They really like the camera today. Look at them all go. Yes, sirree, they are loving the camera today. So this is the new side over here. All of this from this bridge right here going over is the new side. It drops down to 5 foot deep down in the bottom, in the middle. I call this the fish highway, because it literally looks like a highway. Look at them all. And they do this all day long, back and forth through this area. All day and all night. Just wanted to give you a little update on everything. Water is crystal clear. There's 2 structures in here. One on this side and then one on that side. I don't know how well y'all can see that because of the shadow, but when you walk around it so you can see everything. There's 2 big old structures in there. 3 stories high structures. All right, y'all, I'm back with the camera. Y'all can come through. That would be cool if they all came through. They're all bunched up in that one spot because I'm about to feed them. And I'm going to record a little bit of that so y'all can see that too, but they're living life, loving life. It still goes underneath the house. That's where all these fish are coming from right now. Underneath the man cave. There is still everything that was there before is still there now. Under the man cave. 4 years running underneath there and it is crystal clear. No leaks, no water having to add to it. These connections that I did, as you can see, stainless steel bolts. The stuff that's oozing out of it is seam tape liner. Seam tape for liner. And I just take it and on the 2 pieces of fabric, I put them together in between. I clean it with the seam tape primer. Then I put seam tape all the way around. And this is before I cut a hole. Then I take and bolt this frame, the circle for a rectangle frame, I bolt that into it. And then once it's all bolted in, then I cut out the inside. And for the next 2 weeks, I got to continuously bolt and retighten, retorque all the bolts for about 2 weeks and pull all the stuff that leaks out of it while it's doing it. And then eventually it'll stop leaking out of it and it's good to go. And the stuff, when I say leaking, is you can see it's hanging down right there. It's the seam tape. Once that stops coming out, then I'm good to go. And I just cut that off and pull it off, throw it away. But yeah, it works really good. Haven't had any problems with it. Yes, this one is wood. It's marine plywood. Marine grade plywood is what I used. Underneath the house here, where it goes underneath, is a cutting board. A commercial cutting board was I used in there, but those are expensive, so I opted to the marine plywood, which is expensive also, but it was same concept though, bigger door. And it's been working good. I've had it for going over 2 weeks now, and it's been at the exact same level. I have a drain off on the other side, so when it rains, it never goes higher than that. It drains off with the drain off, and that's down there where the skimmer is. On the other end, there's a drain off back to it, and it drains off into the wood whenever it gets to that height, but it don't change this height. It never goes lower. unless it evaporates, but I haven't had it long enough for it to evaporate. And it hasn't been hot enough either. Well, alrighty, well, let's do some fishing. Haha, no, I was joking, complete joke. Let's feed them. Let's give them some food and hand feed them and see what goes on, and see if I can get them to eat out of my hands in front of the camera. hope y'all enjoyed. So everybody, just kind of showing y'all what I've done and what I'm doing. For those of y'all that's been keeping up, this is the extension part. So here lately I've been trying to get some babies, and actually I got lots and lots of fry, and I've actually got some babies in here now also. I'll show you that in a minute. So I had these upside down mop things made out of yarn inside it for a while, which you'll see. And right here I'll show you a clip of the babies. They were over here in this corner the other day and over here. So I have videos of that, and I'll put it in right here. See if I can see any of them. There's some. I have little babies, and they're all over. Baby fish. I have no clue what kind they are. I don't know what kind they are, they're just baby fish. I got a bunch of baby fish inside my pond. Okay, walking over here to the hatching station, basically is what I'm calling it right now. Which they're all inside this right here, inside the mops. The fry is. There's a bunch of fry in there. And I'll show you a clip of that right here. That's what I think they're called, but this is my little tank for my fry. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in and show you some of the fry. So these are the mop heads that I was telling y'all about that I made. Put them in the water, let them mess with each other around it, fertilize it, and then the next day I got these little things. These little tiny fries. All over. They're so fast, but they're everywhere. Yeah, this is where my eggs are going to be hatching. I'm going to hatch my eggs in here, and then I'm going to release them back in the water. But there's probably thousands of little tiny fries in there. Okay. And so, as you just now seen the fry, they're so small. And then I got a couple little fish in there too. But the 3 fish that I have that are in there now, I actually found those inside my filtration system up here. This is my cleaning filter one right here. So that's where I found the fish, actually in the bottom of there when I cleaned it. So apparently somehow they got through the pond. Their eggs went out, went through the pond, went up inside the filter system, went through the pump in there, and then inside the filtration system, and then it grew. Because I clean that filtration system back there once a month. And yeah, they were in there. About one of them was 1 inch, and the other ones were a ½ inch big. So they were growing in there. So I wanted to finish this off. So this is the man cave outside here. So I kind of just wanted to show you what I've done. This is the new extension here. All this is the new extension. I just did all of the flower beds and the trees and added all the vegetation in, some water plants. Just finished up these water plants over here, put some more plants here, just kind of going over everything, getting some actual plant life up in here. Fish are loving life. Loving life and living life. But anyways, so this is what I'm doing. I'm adding another piece here. So my front area here, this is my front area, my front porch. When you come in the fence here, you're going to be able to walk across there. This will be a boardwalk, a wooden boardwalk. Garden bed here, garden bed here. Where the dog is laying is going to be the river that goes underneath the end down here, which is it'll go down. The water will be running towards me. Right here, I'm going to have a waterfall pouring down into here. This will be, water will be only coming down and going this way, following back to the pond. And I'm going to have a pump put in to where the pump pulls the water all the way up to the waterfall and then drops into the liner that I'm going to be using, a liner, and goes all the way back down here. I'll be reconnecting the liner here just like I did the other two places in my thing here. And for you who don't know, I'll show you one of them. I have two of them in here, but this is how I connect my ponds together. Bolt them in, seal it, cut it, seal it, bolt it, then cut it. Makes a square frame. I don't know if you can see that, but I did it right there too. But down there is a little different. You can see all the fishies in there. They're just chilling underneath the house, inside the cool area. But yeah, right underneath the darn man cave, just sitting there chilling. With the same decking that I have right here, this deck that you see, this deck's going to come over. Right here is going to be mulch or something. Then boom, the deck's going to connect. There's going to be a decking. It's going to go all the way down there past YJ all the way to the end. And then the bridge is going to go across to the gate. And there's Max. Say hi, Max. Say, I'm growing up. I'm getting bigger and bigger every day, but I'm loving hanging out in the dirt and playing. For those of y'all keep up, Max is a surprise to me. He ran out in front of my car in the backwoods on the back road, and I saved him and brought him home, and he's been such a good doggy. Yes, he has. Yeah. And there's YJ down there at the end. She's just relaxing. Say hi, YJ. Say hi to all the YouTube viewers that's been paying attention since day one. But anyways, those are the two doggies. This is going to be the river that goes over there. And then it's going to circle around. Hey, y'all quit. This side over here is 4.5 feet deep to 5 feet deep. Then it goes over, steps up right here to 1.5 to 2 foot deep right across here. Then it goes to 2.5 to 3 foot deep over there. Then it goes underneath the house, and underneath the house is 6 foot deep from the far end, underneath the man cave living room. From over there, it goes 6 feet deep all the way up to about, say, 12 inches deep here. But just wanted to give you an update on everything, let you see what it looked like and stuff like that, and let you see all the fishies that I'm getting now, because I don't know if they're going to be goldfish, they're going to be koi fish, or they're going to be mosquito fish. I don't know. It's going to be one of the three. I'll know in a few weeks once they start getting bigger and older, to where I can actually see what they look like better. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe. And for those of you that watch this channel mainly for my garage builds, I'm working on getting a garage build item now, and I'm going to start building the garage build stuff here soon. I'm going to be doing some shifter carts is what I'm planning on doing, electric shifter carts. So I'm going to be running some electric shifter carts, and this is just kind of keep updating this area here and what I've been doing here to you why I build those into the garage. But I just wanted to give you an update, let you see what's going on and how the fish are doing. Thank you, like and subscribe, and appreciate it.